trash, garbage, contrive, unemotional, um, simple, lazy. These are all words I've heard recently and for a long time now about comic book movies. Are those words true and accurate, or is it really just us?
Here we go.
Like the Joker says, here we go. Before we get started, please subscribe to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, please click that subscribe button. Please click that notification bell because I don't want you to miss any material that I upload. Also, give me a thumbs up, hit that like button, and also feel free to leave a comment. Any comment that you leave, I will definitely read, and I hit back at you. Today's question that I'm going to pose is, I've heard people always say, calling comic book movies, especially DC and Marvel, that they're lazy writing, contrived. They were always worried about time travel. It messes up everything. They don't put enough thought into it. That they retcon this or retcon that. Is it really that these movies are bad, or is that it's not what we, the fans, want the ending to be, or we got it wrong? I know one guy, I'm not going to call his name, but he thought WandaVision was going to be this, going to be that. Didn't try to be that, and man, he beats it up every time we go on the stream. Another movie, Endgame, not what he thought it was. He beats it up every time. Is it really that bad, or is it because it's not what we want it to be? Just because something happened in a comic book, that does not essentially equate that it must happen in cinema life. We always complain and we try to have our cake and eat it too. I'm tired of seeing this. I'm tired of seeing Bruce Wayne. I'm tired of seeing Batman. I'm tired of seeing Magneto go to the concentration camp. I'm tired of seeing Spider-Man and Uncle Ben and all this kind of stuff. By now, Spider-Man got to be 70 years old. By now, Magneto got to be 100 years old. By now, Okay, I get it. But guess what? When we do something different and it doesn't make sense in your mind or our mind, then we calling it trash. We calling it, I'm not going to watch this. I'm not going to watch that. Mortal Kombat. It's not what some people thought it was. Immediately they call it trash. Trash, 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 trash. Okay. I'm not saying that Mortal Kombat was good because it wasn't, but we can't complain on one hand and say we want to see something different. Then when they give us something different, they say, well, that's not my Spider-Man, or that's not my Mortal Kombat, that's not my X-Men, that's not my this, that's not my that. You can't have it both ways, people. I think sometimes because the movie is not like the ending that we predicted or wanted to be, then we immediately go to negativity. Trash, trash, trash. Well, guess what? Last time I checked, Marvel don't care what we think because whatever they do is making money. People are watching it. I know some people cancel their subscriptions because they don't like the way this or that. I hear some people talk about, oh, it's just disrespectful because the Infinity Stones and Loki aren't powered to do this, and they use them as desk keepers or paperweights or whatever the case may be. Guess what? If you read the comic book lore, the Infinity Stones only work in the timeline and universe that they came from. So if something doesn't work, how many of us have used stuff like a phone that don't work, paperwork, give it to a toy as our kids? You don't make the phone any less important, but it's not useless. It doesn't work. This phone doesn't work. It's no longer used to us. So it can become a child's play toy, or it can become whatever you want it to be. That's not an actual phone. Okay, people, don't get all bent out of shape, panties in a wad, because the so-called powerful Infinity Stones don't work in this universe. When they put them back in that universe, guess what? They're powerful as ever. So come on now. We also know that Marvel, in particular, Mr. Fibey, cherry picks certain parts of comic book lore and he puts in his own little thing. I personally think Loki is a good show. Doesn't bother me about some of the stuff. I just had past episode on some friends of mine were bothered about something that's happening or I think it's going a certain direction. I think it's going to be a cliffhanger how it goes off. And I think it's going to tie directly into the Multiverse of Madness Doctor Strange 2 movie. But either way, even if it don't, I'm still enjoying this. It's still giving me conversation. It's still sparking my imagination because some of the things they're seeing I can never thought of, never would have thought of. So let's just kind of take a step back. Are we taking ourselves too serious on critiquing these movies and stuff? I know we want something that's good, something that's original, something that's stimulating. But at the end of the day, it's fake. At the end of the day, none of us knows anything about time travel. We assume that we know things about time travel. And why is it so easily that we accept it? Back to the Future. A DeLorean with a flux capacitor goes 77 miles an hour and boom, shoots into space. I had nobody seen a problem with that. But now, when we talk about the Avengers, that's much more sophisticated. And Professor Hulk explains this and explains that and this and that and the other and all this kind of stuff. You'd all been out of shape. Okay, man, at the end of the day, both movies are fake. Who knows what time travel really is? None of us have done it. So whatever explanation, whether we think it's legit or illegitimate or doesn't make sense or it's perfect or whatever the case may be, end of the day, it's fake. So, like I always say, please leave a comment at the bottom. I want to hear what you got to say. Tell me what you think. Am I off? Am I right on point? Do you agree with me? You don't agree with me? Please let me know. As always, man, I appreciate everybody that supports my channel. Please continue to do so. Until next time, peace.